Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to all those who follow Ayurveda in their life. This is my first interaction with all of you in this new year. So, once again, Happy New Year to all of you. During these holidays, I got so many emails, and I was a bit surprised to see, even though we always talk about this issue, but in recent time this question has been put across by many of my clients as well as many other people, that we do everything in our life based on the information what we have for our well-being, but we still struggle at mental, emotional and physical well-being. So where we are doing something wrong, or what is the reason? So my answer to all of you is not to feel worried, or because every one of us make our effort for achieving total well-being at a mental, emotional and physical well-being all the time by following various aspects. But today, being a new year and a new start for the life also, a new chapter you can say, I will share with you all once again that on a global level, everyone is making effort to achieve this total wellness at all these three levels and make their own effort, one or the other. But it is becoming a real reality now, as many of you have already shared with me, that somehow that total well-being is really eluding us. So my request, my advice, I know we cannot change the whole world, but whoever will get this message and whoever will feel that this message makes some sense, I will ask all of you to make a resolution in this new year that if we want to really achieve that, what we are asking for, mental, emotional and physical well-being, and not just doing the lip service, then make an honest commitment to follow that process which can give us what eluding all of us, and that is to follow Chit Yog Sadhana pathway. Chit Yog Sadhana is the ultimate well-being process, and this is not something new. Don't feel that I'm going to now invent a new sort of philosophy or process. This process all of you know from centuries, because this relates with the philosophy where we are all attached, what we talk about as a Ayurveda philosophy. But problems only are that we try to pick and choose the principle given to us in that process. And when you will pick up and start following all those processes which are given in Ayurveda, you will find that Chit Yog Sadhana will be in a complete for you. So Chit Yog Sadhana is a name, a process given to all those components which are required to achieve that well-being which will last with us. And as just to share with you a few examples which has come to me, many were talking about that we are following various kind of meditation technique. And as we know, first of all, to understand meditation has become in recent time a very sort of sought after process. And reason for that is because the stressful time we all have gone through and still going through for the last 2 years, and still it's on due to this COVID situation, has put many of us in such a situation which can naturally bring a lot of stress, anxieties, panic attack, worries, and lot of other emotional issues has come up at a family level or in a personal levels, which made many of us to look at this approach, what we call as meditation. But in spite of following those meditation techniques, we still have those suffering. Then question comes up, don't we need to sit with myself and ask myself a question that whatever the process of meditation, I'm not here to criticize that this is not right or this is not wrong, or this is wrong or this is not like that. It is for all of us to evaluate, because we are the one who can evaluate what I am doing is right or not. If I keep following it just as a blind lead to the blind, then outcomes are what we are experiencing. You must be brave enough to question what you are following is working or not. If I'm doing or making an effort to do meditation, it means I should be in a better position to have a better control on my stress, my anxieties, my panic attack, my sleep issues, whether they relate with the work, whether they relate in my personal life. But if in spite of doing that kind of meditation, I'm still getting angry, frustrated, having all those components for which I pick up and choose to get into meditation are still with me, I'm still in my daily practice, daily life, using such kind of words which we should not speak. I'm sure all of you can understand what I'm referring to in our conversation. So that is one aspect. Then many of us come up that I'm following such a healthy diet, whether it is one type of diet, keto diet, or whatever diets you talk about. I don't need to go into those names because there are so many of the diet. Right? Whether you talk about raw vegetable, whether you talk about salads, whether you talk about only green, and now we are going into a new phase of plant-based diet and blood-based diet or all those kind of things, and still talk about that I suffer from this ailment or from this ailment. Now, again, it's a simple answer to all these issues. We need to again with ourselves and ask the question, why I am following one after the other all these different kind of diets if they are not really doing any good to me, and how long I can carry on. Yes, I know that when you start following something for few months you will be feeling very good, and after a few months you will get into the same old effects what are going with you, and every time your problems what you are going through are becoming more and more serious, more severe. Your medication is always on increase, whether you are on blood pressure pills, whether you are on other kind of painkillers for your arthritis or skin problems or sleeping pills you are taking. And in the same way, many come up that I'm doing my daily yoga, and even now I have completed my certified course to teach yoga, but still when they share, they talk about various problems which they are going through, whether they are physical, mental and emotional. Answer is to all of them is simple. Yes, you are teaching yoga, you have become a certified yoga practitioner, but as you are more qualified than me to talk about yoga's aspect, but on a simple level, be honest to yourself. Have you looked into what are the other branches of yoga apart from asanas? When we talk about 8 limbs of yoga, where are those other components? And if you're saying that I'm also doing my dhyan and samadhi, then whatever the sufferings are at an emotional or mental level, you will be the biggest person to answer why they are coming. And we all should be brave enough to question our practices. That is what I'm sharing today again. In the same way, there are other ways people try to incorporate in their life to feel how I can find a solution for these problems. And answer is very simple, that we are really struggling to find an answer. And in this 2022 start, I will say you must be brave enough to say enough is enough. I must now look at that complete approach which will help me to get over these problems from the root level. And that is what I am sharing with you all, that there is a complete process which we call as Chit Yog Sadhana. It has 6 different levels of pathway for you to follow. And this is not a one-day game. This is lifetime journey, but at every level you will see the outcome coming your way, and you will feel empowered that at every stage when I'm doing all those aspects which has been given to me, I'm able to become more and more stable. I'm able to overcome my various problems what I'm going through. And that way you will not only be able to help yourself, you can help people around you also. And that's what our goal should be. We should always seek not only to help ourselves, but whatever I'm doing, if it is working and someone is keen to listen, that should be the first goal. Then you can share with them that this is what I'm doing. Don't just run from one pillar to the other. Look at what that process is. Chit Yog Sadhana process, which you can come and learn, understand. One of the components, just to share with you, is when we talk about these emotional and mental problem, and we go through that different kind of meditation technique, and as I shared in the beginning, that we still suffer from our problem. But if you follow the component in this Chit Yog Sadhana for that problems, which we known as clinical guided meditation techniques, there are various techniques for which will be suitable according to the problems one is suffering from. And once you start following them, you can see the outcome. But don't expect, because that is in a fifth stage of this whole process of Chit Yog Sadhana program, that you can straight away jump into that clinical guided meditation technique because that suits me. No, you must complete the first 4 stages so that you can achieve what you are achieving. You are trying to eliminate, you are trying to clean, you are trying to burn those layers which are coming on your chit. Chit is your pure consciousness. Chit is which tune you to get empowered with your inner self so that you become ready to take control of your well-being in your own hand. And there is no other process. Don't feel this way, that because that program is structured by myself, that's why I'm advocating. And I'm sure you will definitely question, because that is what the mankind is all about. Everyone will be shouting that my program, my plan is the most effective program. But I'm saying that don't follow, don't trust my word. This is a practical solution. This is a practical program. It is not that you will read that book or read that whole what is written and then say, yes, that sounds good. It is all about action. There is nothing which will not require action from you. And that is what this Chit Yoga Sadhana program is all about. So if those who are keen and feel that this might be the ultimate solution for all the problems, you can come and talk to me. I'm happy to share with all of you that what this process is, what this program is. In my first consultation, I can share with you the whole brief of that, what you could say, synopsis or that aspect. And if that sounds you that yes, this is something I'm looking for, and you will find many of you might be already following certain components of that. But if you are fragmentally following anything what might be the part of that whole program, that is why success is eluding you. Success will never come your way if you don't follow the complete program. And that program is also not something that you can do it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months and just get the tick. And you will say that, okay, I've done that, now I can go my back habits. Not going to work. You need to make it as a part of your life. It's your lifestyle. And that's what Ayurveda also talk about. But when all these things has been put together, that is where it becomes a Chit Yoga Sadhana program. And that's what I thought I will share with you is the answer for your all the problems what you are going through. And if you have committed in your life for so many different things, I can only say, if you trust me, come one time and talk to me. But I will not force you to get into this program. You only need to listen, and if you feel I'm committed, I can do that, you can take over that program. But at the same time, don't feel afraid that if I make a commitment, this kind of program might be which will then totally restrict me not to do. It's not like that. It's all about giving you that this is something should be a part of your life all the time. And when we say part of our life, it gives you that ability and opportunity that if you miss on certain days or you have not followed that program for certain days, does not mean that every effort what you put till that day gone bad. That's not the way. As long as you have that commitment for yourself that whatever I'm not able to do, there is a reason behind that, and I make a commitment with myself that the moment I get into my own control, I will start following it again. You will see things will be always in your control. This Chit Yog Sadhana program is where it gives you that ability to have a control of your well-being in your own hand. So let's see if that sounds good to you and make some sense. Come forward and we can talk about. You can email me, you can call me, and take it from there, and then I can advise you. So that's the message I would like to share on this first week of the new year, and hope to hear from you. Thank you, everyone.